Hi, I hope you've enjoyed the tour around my website so far. The intention certainly is to be as open and transparent as possible so you can get as much of a look into business coaching as possible. But even if we don't meet, even if you don't become a client one day, then I hope that you've managed to find something there that's either changed the way you're thinking or that you can implement into the business that's going to make a difference. So that's the intention. But if you're here and watching this video, chances are you are interested in learning a little bit more about what it might take to become involved in action coach business coaching. So what I want to do is take a few minutes over this video just to explain to you the product ladder of services that are available for you to get involved with. So just like any business, everyone should have a product ladder, which effectively would suggest that anything towards the lower rungs of the ladder would be a little bit easier to get involved with and maybe a little bit more at a distance. I'll explain that in a second. And as we go up the ladder, we become much more involved and it becomes a much more personalized service. So let me explain that. At the lowest rung of the ladder, if you want to continue with the analogy, that we have what I would call self-coaching. So it might be appropriate for me to help direct you to the right resource. It might be on YouTube, it might be to buy a book that will help you get whatever it is that you need to move on to the next level. So that's the first thing. But where the coaching programs actually start, which you'll be looking at just now, is group coaching. If you are a business owner who has maybe you're an accidental business owner, maybe you're an accidental manager whereby you're really good at doing the things of the business, but you realize that you need to understand how to learn the art of running the business of the job you do. Now, if that's kind of where you're at, then we need to learn a fair amount of stuff that are fundamentals in business. That's where the group coaching program will be really helpful, and you'll be encouraged along that journey with probably 12 to 15 other business owners who are in a similar type of mindset to you. Now that will come in at £350 per month plus VAT, and again the program will last at least 6 months. The next tier up from that is our coaching program for quarterly planning. So we call that Growth Club. Now, there's actually another part of this website which tells much more about Growth Club. So I won't spend much time on that other than to say that comes in at £295 plus VAT for the day. And that is really an opportunity for people to become very focused on what is it that needs to happen in the next 90 days in order to advance towards our 12-month goals and onwards to our 3 and 5 year visions. So that would be group coaching. Then we move into a more personalized and closer relationship in one-to-one. And one-to-one coaching is really delivered in one of two ways. It's either fortnightly coaching sessions or weekly coaching sessions. All of them happening here in my office, or if you're a bit more distant to that, then we do things via Zoom, which is effectively a more up-to-date version of Skype. Both types of coaching are equally as productive. It just depends on what works best for you. But the difference between the two is if you want to get results faster, if you plan to work on your business on a weekly basis, then weekly coaching probably will be the right package to come on to. For those people who still want to get results relatively fast, but not as fast possibly as what I've just explained, then probably fortnightly coaching may be appropriate. Now again, it's for you to decide where you think you're at in terms of what you think that you will need. Now I'll help you try to understand the right coaching program. I certainly won't ever sell people into a program. I'll give all of the necessary recommendations in order that you make the decision to say what's right for you. The other thing to say though is the guarantees that we have in place. So again, make sure that you look out on the section that says in the FAQs about the guarantees. Guarantees apply to our one-to-one coaching programs. And quite simply, it's this. A coaching program may cost you, in fortnightly, it's £1,300 plus VAT per month, right the way through to weekly, which is £1,750 plus VAT per month. So, ballpark, let's say it's between £15,000 and £24,000 per year that you would invest into coaching. Now, first thing to kind of point out is that probably doesn't feel like it's cheap, and it's not for a good reason. But we do offer a guarantee, and that guarantee is I will give you the results that you are looking for, as long as you put in the effort and kind of do the things that we agree. But if after a 6-month period and you haven't managed to at least make back the investment you've made in coaching, then I will effectively return whatever the balance is between kind of what we have managed to achieve and what you've invested. The reality is, though, we should be looking at considerably more than just recovering a coaching fee. But again, that guarantee is there in place just to give you that peace of mind, really, that I've got skin in the game, so too have you. It's worthwhile saying, and reiterating that point. This isn't an inexpensive thing to do. It is an investment. It will probably feel like a cost for the first 3 months of coaching. And that's why the guarantee is really kind of tailored to a 6-month duration. That's not to say that coaching stops after 6 months, because by that time you'll be seeing the benefits. And a lot of my clients are coaching well into our third year. We've been two years plus. So from that point of view, we are looking for kind of long-term sustainable results. So make sure that you have a good look at what the guarantee also says and does. But there we go. Coaching is for champions. Now that might sound cheesy, but the reality is your business it may need to require some, and I'm going to say fixing. There may well be some things that we need to do just to get the business stable again and kind of almost watertight. But thereafter, we're looking to push businesses from being good businesses already to great businesses. That doesn't just happen. We need to invest time, we need to invest money and effort. And this is as much about you committing to yourself as it is you also committing to a coaching program. So if you are ready and willing to make the changes necessary to get your business to the kind of potential that it actually does have, then let's make sure that we have an initial conversation. I'll let you ask as many questions as you need to ask in order to be comfortable that we get you the right coaching involvement. And after that, let's get started in getting this business of yours to the kind of place that you want it to be. So there we are. I hope this has been helpful. My numbers, my contact details are all around the website. So please pick up the phone, drop an email, and let's start a conversation. Till we speak, all the best in business.